Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Success Nuggets for Stay at Home Parents. My name is Dr. Mrs. Blessing Ishomo, and I'm happy that you are here with me on day 88. Woo! So, we have been on this journey learning, sharing things that would help you build your faith, build success principles, habits that would help you achieve your goals, whatever those goals are, financial goals, relationship goals. I'm a certified leadership coach, a certified trainer of the success principles, a network marketing professional, and a family and sex coach. So all those things, just in a nutshell, I help married couples have more fun, more enjoy sex, more money. I help them navigate being happy, healthy, and wealthy. So they do these things without the stress of arguing all the time and avoiding conflicts. So if you are married or you know someone who is married, invite them. Tell them that something is going on that would really help them achieve their goals. We bring awareness to people's, we bring them to pay attention to things that matter. A lot of times people don't set out to destroy their lives. A lot of times people don't decide they are going to be a bad parent or a bad spouse. People only act based on the awareness they have, the skills they have, the knowledge they have at the time they take whatever action they take. So being here with me on this journey, day 88, I am so excited and I thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Recently, we started talking about emotional intelligence. We shared about some things that could have helped with the disaster, the tragedy of a child losing his life in the boarding school. And right now we're looking at how parents can be equipped with a structure, with something that can take out the assumptions and take out the confusion, something they can work with to create the ideal family life or the kind of life they desire. Thank you so much for joining, Toby. I really appreciate your consistency and help. And so today we will be looking at, so like I said, 2 days ago, we talked about looking at the 5 F's, having a mission statement, having a constitution or like family governance, things that would help the family. And yesterday we started with faith, spirituality, anchoring into a higher power, being able to connect with, my friends will say infinite source. I say God. Connecting with God, where you came from, to help you achieve your purpose here on earth. And today, the second F is family. Now, for some of my friends that have been around me for a while, they know that I talk about the 5 F's all the time. So for some of them, they would say, Dr. B, you've said this before. You know what? Repeating is learning. There are some people that are joining for the first time, and they would be very glad to know 1 or 2 things about the second F, which is family. Now, this is where you, the husband and wife, sit and decide the kind of family they want. It is not a situation where the husband just gives commands and the wife is supposed to say, yes, sir, you are the king. I don't have a say. It has to be your way or the highway. Something is wrong with that union. Many times, either the husband or the wife, you find personality disorder issues where one person is insisting to have their way, and being toxic. If there's any opposition, they come at you to deal with you. So that's not what we're talking about here. I know very well that there are people who would listen to some of the things I'm saying today and they say, Dr. B, I wish we could do this in my home. It's just that my husband, my wife, they don't listen. They're not the kind of person. So this is not for that space. This is not for that kind of marriage. If you are married to someone that has mental disorders, like really having issues with their personalities, there is another way to go about it completely. Because if you try to reason with the person, it is interpreted as an attack on their person and they come after you. Thank you so much, sir, for watching. I appreciate you. Welcome. So today, we want to look at some of the things that can affect the family. When people are courting and they're about to get married, you know, everything is so wonderful. The expectation is high, the emotions, passion, and then they come into the marriage. But I want you to imagine how they come into the marriage. Just as they come in with their physical luggage, they're actually coming in with a mental luggage too. And the mental luggage, just as you open the box and you pick out a lovely dress, or the wife would want to impress the husband and she brings out some sexy things and, you know, they're all having fun. It's the same way in the mind. They open the box and what are they searching for? When it comes to family, they're searching for the experiences, the things they grew up with. So for the one that maybe grew up with from an environment where the parents were critical, you know, there are parents that no matter what you do, you never meet their standard. They will always find fault, and to them, they feel if they don't do it like that, you will not be serious. There are families that they've never heard sorry or thank you. There are families that they've never hugged or said kind things to their children. Those children grow up, and when it is time to relate with their spouse or their children, when they have their children, they open that box and they start behaving the same way without knowing it. And for some of them, they've been so emotionally traumatized that they are yearning for love. They are working hard to get that love, but their action is pushing the love away from them. And so for any spouse that wants to really have a go at this constitution, you need to start from where are you right now? Write down everything, both what is working, what is not working, the good, the bad, the ugly of the family life you have right now. Write it down. And then write on another sheet of paper your aspirations, what you truly desire. When you write down where you are and you really pour out how, you know, the things you don't want or the things you don't like, if you go through that list, you would find some things that reminds you of your home. Whether the man or the woman, you would see yourself acting out some things that reminds you of your childhood. Let me give you an example. I grew up, I would say the person that trained me was my stepmom. I have bittersweet memories. I thank her because she helped me to be part of who I am today. I can't tell my story without her. At the same time, maybe because of the way family dynamics and all that, she got really mean when she noticed we didn't really welcome her. And I don't blame her. Now I know better, but then I felt like I was passing through hell. But what I want to bring out from it is that, you know, the fact that I didn't embrace, you know, because my dad said, I'm not going to get married, I'll take care of you guys. And then all of a sudden, we just saw a lady in the house. I was the first girl, and I was like, who are you? You know, that kind of, I said, oh yeah, I will show you who I am. You know, but towards the end, some, you know, when we were beginning to now be like family, my dad died and the family got scattered, you know, things just happened. But I remember her fondly for things. There are things that I learned from her, but there were also things I picked from her that I realized that it was affecting me when I now had my own daughter. Like, I became aware of how I talk to my daughter when she does something wrong. And at that time, I didn't understand that my daughter is a questioner. For those of us that know about, you know, I talk a lot about the four tendencies: the upholder, the obliger, the questioner, the rebel. An amazing piece of work done by Gretchen Rubin. Beautiful. Please check it out. I didn't know then. So when I tell her to do something and she said, Mommy, why? Or can't we do it this way? I just go into that my luggage, open it. Remember that I dare not say that to my stepmom. And so how do I respond? It's either I respond with a smack or I scream, or I'm planning how to deal with her. And I wasn't happy. I wasn't connecting with my girl. And so I decided to learn. I don't like this default setting. How do I plan and have a better relationship with her by design? There are some of us here, the way you set the table for your husband, it's very important to you. Because in that luggage in your mind, that's how your mommy sets the table. There's this amazing couple, they're into the drama ministry, the Winlows. Very funny episode where they were describing how when they got married, the man loves praying and the wife loves praying, but she doesn't like the all night making noise. As far as she's concerned, you're disturbing her sleep. The man almost thought she was possessed. And then when she was getting married, the mother, who is meticulous, I can tell from the way she was describing, the mom showed her how to prepare the table for the husband. And the husband, he just wants to eat. He would take the food from the dining table and sit on the couch and sit on the floor and eat the food. And the lady's like, how dare you? What kind of dirty, lazy murderer? Who does that? You are not cultured. It was bringing all kinds of clash. And while the man was thinking, this girl must be a witch, she was thinking, this guy is nuts. You hear my American friends when they say, she's crazy, man, she's crazy. They are processing something here. The baggage from their parents, the baggage from their childhood. So there's a particular way you want your spouse to behave. There's a particular way you want your children to behave. Even if it's not serving the family, and even if it's hurting everyone. So these are things that you need to become aware of. So when you have the list of where you are right now and all that you like and all that you don't like and all that is not going well, and then you have the list of the kind of home you have, then there is a breach. There's a breach between here and here. So you know what? When you check out the book, like I said, will be coming out soon. The 5 F's and a smart way to creating an ideal family life. The one you like, that will help you enjoy more fun, more sex, and more money without the conflicts. It will soon be out, so watch out. Get the link and get the book and get the bridge on how to go about it. You know, in this life, you don't need to do everything by yourself. You can take the shortcut, right? You can learn and get things from people who have dedicated their time to a particular topic, it saves you a lot of time. That's one of the things this book would do. So look out for the book. So the next thing I want to share with us is like 3 tips that would help you as a family right now. So the first thing that I would love to say to all of us is begin to appreciate where you are. That's the beginning. That's the starting point. Many times, especially you see this with people trying to lose weight, they don't like themselves. They don't like how they look. They don't like, they are comparing themselves with another person. Stop. Appreciate yourself for where you are right now and love yourself, and then decide to have a bridge to where you are going, because you need to carry you to where you are going. If you hack you down, you hack yourself, your worth, your self-worth, everything. If you hack down whatever that is made up of you, so who is going with you to your destination? The same thing as a family. You might not be happy with where you are right now as a family. You might feel there is more to life than what you're experiencing now. But the first thing I would like you to do is just appreciate everyone in your home. Appreciate your husband, appreciate your children. By the way, I am speaking more to those who are married and have children. If you are just newly married, this episode is a plus for you, for the fact that you are starting way ahead of us, right? But for those that have made mistakes, they have kids, they've done some things, yeah, those are the people I'm really addressing. So if you hear me say all the time children, wife, husband, that's my focus. Now I would want to suggest that you go home today and give everyone a hug. And I'm not talking about just hug the person and leave the person. I want you to enjoy the embrace. Just hug someone left side to left. Okay, your left to the person's left, and you hug the person. Could be your husband, could be your child. Hug them for a while. For some people, it's going to be weird because they've never done it. There's a first time, so go ahead. Hug your family members. Don't say anything, just give them the gift of a hug, the gift of your presence. Say hug them, and maybe in your mind count 1 to 60 or 1 to 120. Hug them until you are satisfied. If you do this every day for the next 7 days, I'm telling you, are going to increase the bond in your home. And then the next thing that I would like you to do is just reach out to your husband or reach out to your child and say to them, I love you. Yeah, very few people hear that these days. I love you. I love you. I know how I struggled when I had my own family. It was strange at some point because of how I was acting out my teenage years on my daughter. I didn't really know how to say I love you to her. And when I started, it was kind of weird. But now, I love you, mommy. And the hugs. So try these 2 things. And then the third thing is try to catch them doing something good and appreciate them on it. Not something wrong, because we are wired to see the bed that is unkept, the disorganized parlor, the books flying everywhere. And most times when we come into the house, we're coming in like, the police or the sergeant. Why is this pen here? Why is this here? Who kept this there? Who put that there? And everybody's just scrambling. Sorry. Welcome. For the next 7 days, pause. ignore. And just as you trained your eyes to see the things they are not doing well, begin to train your eyes to see what they did well, that you can recognize them for and appreciate them. I had a coaching client some years back or some time ago that applied this rule, and all of a sudden the difficult husband was no longer that difficult. At some point he actually mentioned to her, I appreciate the way you relate with me now. You're not nagging or always telling me what to do. Thank you for saying thank you to me. Wow. Little things that can help. That's our show for today. If you have not joined the Inner Circle, what are you waiting for? Click on the link and get over there, because on Saturday we are having the Confident Parent program where we'll be sharing deep on how you can equip yourself with tools to help you navigate this parenting world and protect your children and not feel guilty, right? And for all those that will join the challenge, invite 5 of your friends, get them to comment on the links in the Inner Circle. You are going to win a prize. So thank you so much for your time. See you tomorrow, 9 p.m. West African time. Bye for now.